American naval uniforms have gone through a lot of changes, but nothing is more iconic than the changes that John Paul Jones made, which shifted how Providence and other ships presented their uniforms for the rest of the 18th century. Hello and welcome back to another Tall Ship Tuesday. My name is Jessie, and today we are breaking down what the average Continental naval uniform looked like on a ship like Providence. The first attempt at instituting a Continental naval uniform was done by George Washington in 1775. Prior to 1775, there really wasn't a need for uniforms as there was, well, no navy. And therefore sailors wore standard garb such as what I've shown in prior videos. Many sailors were hired from the merchant marines and wore the equivalent of civilian clothes such as shirts, breeches, and wool waistcoats. With the creation of a naval committee and Continental Navy in October 5, 1775, a uniform instruction was submitted 1 month prior that lists the following uniforms for the following ranks. Captains: blue cloth with red lapels, slash cuffs, stand-up collars, flat yellow buttons, blue breeches, red waistcoat with narrow lace. Lieutenants: blue with red lapels, round cuff, faced with red, stand-up collar, yellow buttons, blue breeches, and a red waistcoat, plain. Masters: blue with lapels, round cuff, blue breeches, and a red waistcoat. Midshipmen: blue lapelled coat, round cuff faced with red, stand-up collar, red at the button and buttonhole, breeches, and a red waistcoat. Marines were also given a set of uniform instructions, including a silver epaulette on the right shoulder of their white-faced green coats. No other mention of epaulettes were made in the September 5, 1775 instructions. The problem with these uniforms is that they basically were ripped off from the Royal British naval uniforms. This caused some confusions in battles as it was difficult to figure out who was British and who was not. In 1777, John Paul Jones and several other captains came together in Boston to discuss a change in the uniforms. It was an unofficial agreement that uniforms would now be blue with white lapels and gold trim or lace. The upper part of the lapel would be buttoned to the shoulder, inspired by British uniforms, and lieutenants would wear the same uniform as captains, just without the gold trim or lace. This would actually become standard to American naval uniforms to use blue and white up until the adoption of naval fatigues with camouflage. If you want to learn more about these uniforms, check out our adventure page with sources and further readings about this fascinating part of naval fashion history. Thank you all for joining the Tall Ship Providence Foundation on this Tall Ship Tuesday. If you like this video, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We put out new educational videos each week about maritime history, seamanship, tall ships, and even the occasional sea shanty. So don't forget to share this with someone who might want to learn something new. Until next time, we hope to see you back again on another Tall Ship Tuesday. Bye!